Alright guys, welcome back to Sherlock Holmes chapter the first. We are actually right outside the House of Hassan again because, when you reload a game it dumps you to the nearest fast travel point. We finished down here at the Caravanserai. Or Caravanserai, or however it's pronounced. We did the quest where we're looking into an art theft that was framed as an arson, as arson. So we know that a guy burned down a huge portion of a like paintings storage that was down in the basement of this place. And it turns out actually somebody stole it. I didn't put it past Vogel to be staging this, just to try to test us, but no. If a painting has actually been stolen, I don't think he's stupid enough to do that in the hopes that we'd figure out it was him all along. It wasn't just a game. It's like, oh no, this is actually a crime. So, but we're going to take a quick break from that. I want to do this one, the missing shopkeeper, because John challenged us to finding a book by FD with a red cover. So maybe we need to speak to a bookstore owner about that first. So we need to look for one. And I know there was a bookstore here somewhere. Where was it? There's a bookstore around here somewhere. You've reached out because you don't want to deal with another 6 to 12 weeks homebound. For sure, yeah, absolutely. Well, let's hope that they come through quick for you. Where did I guess it's not marked on the map, but there is a bookstore around. I just don't remember where it was. Oh man, it was probably just down some street somewhere, wasn't it? Gotta find a book. Yeah, it's definitely not marked. It's not like a vendor that has a little book on it. It's like, there's this, that's the newspapers. That's where you buy newspapers. And then there's these places, the Chronicle. You know what? Maybe we could go there. We could go to the Chronicle and figure that out. Maybe there's like a bit of information about the author we can look up. But failing that, we're going to have to find a bookstore. Although we might find it during the course of doing the rest of the quest. So maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. I just don't want to miss out on the John stuff because honestly, I can't stand his bitching when we get it done. Whenever we fail, and he's like, come on, you're not even trying, Sherry. And I'm like, slap you, John, if you really existed. Come on, Sherry. I thought you were smarter than that. Focus. Oh, boy. Alright, let's see. So we want, would it come under celebrities, I guess, because, they are celebrities. Maybe articles and interviews? Oh, we wouldn't have a district. Recent? No. Current year, previous years, old archive? No. I don't think let's see, John's diary. John has put another entry in the diary about how you just tried to rub multiple things together to see what works. It's called detective work, John. Eliminating variables. Okay, well, I think it's something we're going to come up during the course of the actual, the actual quest. My map project is coming along. Nice. Did you manage to get information that you were looking for then about, like, you were asking about curb placements, I think, was it? And that kind of stuff? I want to say it was like, sidewalks and stuff and the curbs and, like, measurements of them, right? Isn't that what you were looking for? So let's rehash this. Undercover agent disappeared a couple of days ago. Task is to find out what happened to them and possibly retrieve the sensitive item. Last seen leaving his bookshop. Oh god, of course, there's a bookshop here. It's in this. Right, so maybe we find the book around there. Located in the old city at the eastern end of Cito Street. Okay. Right. Old City, eastern end of Cito Street. Look for Cito Street here, guys. Ah, there we go. At the eastern end. So it's going to be about there somewhere, right? Okie dokie. I should have read that first, really, shouldn't I? Instead of loading the game up before the stream and being like, I'm just going to pin this mission and we'll do this first. And then we'll get on with the main mission afterwards. Outthinking myself. No, yeah, I wanted to get the technical details in place first. That makes sense. Then load the data in anyway afterwards, right? Working on things showing is better for convincing arguments due to unusual request. Nice. Yeah, it's always a good idea. You know, like, then once you show that you've got a working prototype, you can work on fleshing out the data within it. Makes more sense. Alright, this way. Bookstore. Oh, gee. I wonder where the bookstore is, guys. Maybe there'll be a sign with a big freaking book on it. Here we go. This isn't the bookstore I found, though, but I went into a shop that was a bookstore at one point during the stream, and I'm pretty sure it was near the cathedral. And the guy was like, I'm sorry, we don't have any new issues right now. And I'm like, that's not what I'm here for.
A bit dusty. Hasn't been touched for a couple of days.
Okay. A letter from a cobbler. Angelo, I've been talking with my boys over at the smithy and it's good news. Drop by with your favourite pair and I will work my magic on them. Why is everybody a magician in this place? They will be good as new in no time. Also had a chat with a physician and he confirmed my suspicions. Your back problems may be connected to the broken metal inlay in your soles. Oh, he's getting some prescription shoes here. I recommend you cease to wear them until they've been repaired. Okay. Well, that doesn't really help us narrow down where he might be, though, does it?
Bit dusty. Hasn't been touched for a couple of days.
Are there any other ways in, I wonder? I have a bit of a grunge with the games that constantly switches between 160 and 30 FPS. My flicker FreeSync isn't quick enough to catch up. Oh no. What game's doing that for you? But yeah, variable frame rating in games is, you know, a bit of a bane. Especially for streamers as well, because then we get screen tearing and all kinds of other weird shit. Alright, well... doesn't seem as though there's anything around here. The guy's got a bunch of mail stacking up, and that's it. So what have we got here? Maybe if we do this, pin that and then have a look around. Oh, there we go. Ah! Damaged soul.
Such devotion.
So they were like, dude, you need to stop wearing those shoes because, you know, they're wrecking your back. And the guy's like, good idea. I guess I'll walk around wearing my shoes. Actually, no, because he wouldn't have read this letter, would he? That makes... okay, yeah.
Angelo's footprints end here, abruptly. Not a good sign.
The footprints end here, and blood starts here. Okay. Ooh. What is?
Colourful
Star Trucker. Oh.
An elegant decision.
So we've got a bookmark. Constant 75 would be better than the jumping. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't care if a game's frame rate is a little low, as long as it's constant, you know? So someone walloped the dude with a cudgel. Deep footprint.
Stand here for a couple of hours at least.
And a smoker.
11 cigarette ends of the same brand. Somebody spent some considerable time here.
Either that I smoked really fucking quickly.
But Angelo was taken by surprise nevertheless.
So our dude was attacked here. Mm-hmm. So the bookshop is locked from the outside. Seems a man was waiting in the courtyard for a long time, and once Angelo entered, the man knocked him out with a club. Happened quickly. Mm-hmm. Question is, would any of these guys talk to me about that? They might have seen. Let me just go around here and maybe we'll change into local wear. And then they might talk to me. What have we got this local looking? What's local yokel? We've got this. That's pretty local. We need some local clothes from local people. Wearing that would make me look even more local. I think the big beard is... Yeah, that works. Scars don't make a difference. Looking, need hot food, yummy. Do enjoy. Alright, let's see if these guys will have a chat with us. You there, my good man. How's it going?
Could you help me?
Brother, you're fortunate I know something about this.
See, look at that. One of the local residents saw two men in the front yard a few nights ago. One had to support the other since he was barely standing, probably drunk. Yes, he was drunk on head trauma. Put the drunk man in a cart down Castle Road. Near a cobbler shop. He was almost there. They could have at least dropped his shoes off. I hope they did. They'd be like, you know what? Here, get your shoes dealt with. So, help the man down Castle Road, huh? Okay. Down the stairs to Castle Road, and he put the drunk man in a cart near a cobbler's, so I'm not sure where. I guess over there would make some sense. What's up, John?
We are close. Very close. Trust me, Sherry.
We're very close, are we? Is that meant to be a hint? Like, dude, the book's literally around here. Because I wouldn't put it past the game where they're like, you didn't pay attention. John's telling you you're close to the book. Mm-hmm. Are there any stairs over here? No. Okay, so he didn't come that way. So they must have gone down these here then, right? Yeah, let's pin the, the main evidence first. Let's go this way. Yeah, stairs! Alright, keep an eye out, everybody, for a red book. Oh, there's the carriage. Smudged blood. Nothing worse than when you smudge your blood. Deep imprints. Okay. Do we not follow? Suppose I have to pin that. There we go. Now we know what we're looking for. Unless you pin the item, Holmes forgets what he's doing. He's literally like, I'm not focusing on that, so I don't see it. And you're like, okay, fine, here. Remember. So they got some air over here. Great. It's just, you know, launch that cart up in the air. Interesting, there's a little break there. I wonder if somebody saw something. They came through here. Along there. Oh, look where we're going down. The place where I was looking for the treasure. And I thought it would be around here somewhere for whatever reason. But as it turns out, they're here. What have we got? Let's... Can I... turn the thingy on? Why can't I get out of this freaking... There we go.
Green silk, a bit worn and faded, but still an impressive hat.
An impressive hat.
Someone desperately tried to stop the bleeding. I think I found the place where to go.
They, you know, ended up knocking a bit too much of his blood out, I think. Alright. Well, we have a new place to go. Nothing else around here before we move in, though. Just want to make sure we're not missing anything. Nope, okay. Oh, look! Combat! Skip. No, thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. So we're tracking him. Let's put the book on, because we might find it in here real quick first. Oh? Oh? What's this?
The bandits had as much fun as they could.
Yep. I bet they did. I bet they had a lot of fun skipping combat. And they were like, oh cool, we can go home now. Like, yes. Yep, we decided we don't do that scene, and we don't need you guys here now, so head off. Music? It's the violin player. He's really behind this. Oh, they cut fingers off.
How vicious one must be to have to use it in such a way.
Oh, look, yeah, them be fingers. That... Ugh.
A severed finger. No one deserves such cruelty.
And then we got his ring. Together, always, and forever.
An engraving inside. Together, always and forever.
I just said that, Sherlock. So they chopped his finger off with his wedding band on it. Decided to keep it, I guess. They were like, that's ours now. It's like, I could just take it off, you know. Maybe he refused. He was like, nope, you gotta chop my finger off if you want my wedding ring. And they were like, fine. Wait, I was...
different shapes and sizes. What could you open with these?
Mm-hmm.
They were tracking down Angelo.
Okay. He's gonna be in one of these cells like, I'm waiting for you to notice me.
Bloodstains all over the mattress.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh dear, we found him. Boss trusted you and you idiots failed him. You should have scored the book by now, or at least know where it is. Written by FD with a red cover. Must have hid it somewhere. Find the book, burn everything else. If you fail, know that you will burn too, Mr. Hyde. So who's Dr. Jekyll in all of this?
Quite a collection of books, but none of them with FD as the author.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if the Necronomicon is among them. So I'm back on a Lovecraft kick. It's October, so... Well, okay. He's got a tattoo of stars stuff.
I found you, Angelo.
There's the missing finger.
They severed
Well,
his
the missing
finger while he
finger's
was
over
still
there.
alive.
That's where the missing finger came from, I guess. Man, they really did a number on
He
this poor
sustained a
fella,
great
though.
many injuries. Mycroft should know about this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it might be helpful to let him know. Hey, your man was beaten to death and tortured.
Working for Mycroft is a dangerous profession. I feel for the guy.
Yeah, well, Mycroft, you know, he attracts that sort. So they don't know where the book is. They're looking for it too. Let's have a look. What have we got? Oh god, we got a load of little evidences now. So we use the keys to get into there, I guess, right? Bandit lair, Angelo's body in the lair, tied in, blah blah blah. Should return to the paper and give Yasmin the information, but we need to find the book. We've got to find the book first. I guess it's one of those you don't find the book if you don't really look, and it doesn't matter. I did see that one of my achievements that I got was disappointing Mycroft, which would be the one where we had to go to the warehouses last stream, and I got really salty about the fact that they basically, you know, didn't really give me good information, and it was like, oh well, all the warehouses could be where the bandit is, just guess. So yeah, apparently you get an achievement for disappointing Mycroft. And I'm like, well, screw him, I don't care. While I've got the... Yeah, we still have apparently things we need to find in here, though. Like, we still have all evidence to find. We found the key evidence, we know enough, but I like to get it all. I like to see everything. So this guy hid a book. I wonder if this is open. Nope, no, I can't open that. So this guy hid a book somewhere. I wonder where he hid it. He wouldn't have had it with him. They would have found it on him. That must be everything he had. Let's just double check.
Quite a collection of books, but none of them with FD as the author.
Yeah, I guess not. I was... okay. See, what I would have done is to replace the cover. If they're just looking for the cover and the author name, I'd replace it. But it appears there's nothing else in here. Is this a door I can go into? Nope. And we've already searched the whole table. Okay. So he must have had the book on him. He must have had it on him. So what could he have done? He might have been able to throw the book and hide it somewhere? I'm just wondering if he maybe dumped it en route. Wait, why is there a dude in oh, he's just drunk. Okay. I'm like, have we found another dead body? What the hell? These guys were just clubbing people left, right, and center. Alright, so they dumped the dude in the cart over here. So if he left with the book... Oh, maybe the key... Oh, you know what? Yeah. Maybe the keys aren't for, like, in the bandit lair. Those are keys for the bookstore, right? Where was the bookstore? Did we just... right. Right there. Okay. Maybe the keys are for the bookstore.
A bit dusty. Hasn't been touched for a couple of days.
No? What if I...
Bit dusty. Hasn't been touched for a couple of days.
How do we do this? See, look, because that's yellow, it means we don't have everything there. I'm not going to go and turn this in because I want to find the book, you know? It's not just the John quest, it is kind of the quest, so... You know what, as well, let's get Sherlock back out of this outfit. We don't need him in anything other than his usual. What were we wearing? We were wearing that, weren't we? Yeah. And we don't need the beard. Get rid of that. So he left to go this way. He was ambushed just around here. Dude clobbered him. Maybe I need, again, it's one of those, do I need to have the book pinned in order to be able to see it? Because imagine if he saw the ambush coming and hid the book. Where would he have had opportunity to do that? Somewhere around here, maybe. But you would think the guy waiting for him at this tarpaulin, like, anywhere from about here he would have seen him. So if he just hurled it off to one side, they would have picked it up. It's more than likely he didn't see the attack coming. He just walked along and then got walloped by a guy standing here. But that means the book would have been dropped and the idiot didn't pick it up. And the fact that John's here saying we're close, I can feel it, makes me think the book is around here somewhere. It must be. So, what did the guy do with it? Because it's not hidden amongst these barrels. I don't see a book. And nothing pings when I pulse the Sherlock radar. And we have keys, but they're not to get into the bookstore. And they're not to open any of these doors. It is weird to me because it looks like that lock is the kind of a lock that we can, you know, remove, right? It doesn't look like part of the overall, like all the other doors have like a padlock and it's all part of one model. That doesn't look like it. Looks like a separate thing that will be removed when you interact with it with the right thing.
Hasn't been touched for a couple of days.
Man, this is a little stumpifying. Yeah, like look at these doors. That's like all one set piece. We're looking for the equivalent of like, you know, the a lighter color square of wall that lets you know you can do something with it. We're looking for something like that, but it probably doesn't exist, right? I'm just reaching right now. Looking for any alternate ways. Alright. So we're only going to find the book by tracing the guy's footsteps. So the possibility is while they were dragging him along, he dropped it. It was just dropped. And that's it. And this is the way they brought him. So if he put it anywhere, it would have to be somewhere along here. This is where they load him in the back of the cart. And they trundle along here. It's not likely that it fell out of the cart once he was in there. I mean, he was probably unconscious. And I'm not seeing... anything around here. Okay. How's it going? Having trouble getting into your crate? Or is that somebody else's? Bugger off, I'm the local locksmith, alright? Somebody lost their
Do you know
keys.
anything about this? Why should I care about your troubles when you don't care about mine?
Wow, bro. Wow. Okay, well, once again, let's have one last thorough comb around this place. I'm just going to go around with the radar first, see if I can make something ping. But it's not likely, like, once he was here, I doubt very much he had an opportunity to hide his book. You know? Like, what would he have done? How would he have kept it from them? Maybe he ate it. No? Okay. Just a theory. Just a theory. But there's literally nothing new in here. They did keep him in the cell. That's the other thing, right? They kept him in here for a bit first, before working him over. So what if he hid it in here somewhere? That's a missing stone on the floor. Okay, I was like, what is that square shape? But no, I can tell that it's sunken into the ground, not sticking out of it. And then they drag his ass in here. And work him over. They've got all the books that they had with them. But it's not one of those, apparently. Okay. We got all the information about him from here. Well, this is very infuriating. I know that there's a missing clue here and there's nothing that I haven't interacted with. Because all those little red icons on the clue tell us that there's more to do here. And that this is the evidence we need to have pinned in order to make something ping. And the eye means, I guess, we need to be looking around like this. And something will pop up somewhere. But I'm not seeing it. But there's not really anywhere else you can go. There's a bazillion cigarette butts on the floor there. Has nothing to do with anything. We've got boxes and crates and tables with a wedding ring and a finger. The wedding ring seems really weird to me. Like, why is that even here? Together always and forever. Like, I wonder if that's a hint? Is it meant to be a clue? Is it meant to be a raging clue? Oh! Ah! Oh, well, why wasn't that there before?
What did you hide, Angela?
Are you freaking kidding me? It's underneath a stone. Because the other one in the other cell's missing. I bet that he reached over, grabbed it, and then put the paving stone on top of it in one that was missing from here. Get the hell out. Crime and punishment. Really?
Seems like Mycroft will get the book he wanted after all. Do you think it has a coded message inside?
Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky.
It's also the name of one of the Sherlock Holmes games by the same developer. Right, there we go. We found it. Cool. Persistence, folks. It pays off. Right. And, yeah, we need to go report our findings. Alright, where's the nearest fast travel? It's all the way down there. Okay. I should really look at these coins as well that Mycroft wants us to find. The hidden coins. The little scavenger hunt nonsense that he insists will show that he is somehow smarter than we are. And one of them is here, supposedly. Hidden coin number 8. Is that under the Cordona stories, I guess, right? So what did it tell us about them? What do we know? Claimed you were bored and wanted to play a game, created one that should make your attention, borrowed some of your coins, hidden each one in a discreet place around the island. You noticed the symbol drawn on this letter and the attached map. Search the marked locations for the symbol. Okay, what was the symbol? Like, we can't look at the letter again? So, oh, that's it. Yeah, we're looking for an H, basically. That's actually it. Right, okay. Look for the same symbol. So we're looking literally in this square. For a symbol. I wonder if we'd have to be in this vision for it to, like, stand out. Oh, okay, no, that's a person. Yeah, where would the asshole put it? Where would he put it? It could be anywhere. It could be behind like a false brick, or you know. I'm hoping the symbol is going to be... So this is the first one we've done, so I don't know exactly what we're looking for yet. The others might get easier once we figure out the first one in the list. Because then we'll know what we're looking for, like how faint is the logo and, you know, that kind of thing, right? How big is it? Is it really tiny? Do I have to, like, rub my face against the wall to see it? Probably. This is Mycroft, after all. He is a bit of a jerk. And by a bit, I mean a lot of a jerk. And it's round the back. Let's have a look. I'm thinking when we get close to it, we're going to see one of those little, like, circle wibbly thingies that we then have to just, like, stare at it for a few moments before we know what it is. It's going to be one of those. Nope, not there either. Welcome back, Urinty. We're looking for a coin. I figured out the missing bookman, and we have the book, but on the way back, I decided to do the coin hunting challenge that Mycroft gave us when we were a kid and had never finished. So we're looking for that kind of emblem, the coin with an H, the CH, and he's hidden them, and one of them is in this area. So we're kind of just running around hoping it will stand out in some way. I was kind of just wondering... Depends how wide of a radius we've got to look as well. But I'm assuming it's going to be like chiseled in a piece of brick somewhere that's like a hidden brick, like a false brick that we can just pull out. I've had to run all the way around the cafe and it's not there. Because we've got to prove that we're better than Mycroft. Well, we don't have to prove that we're better than Mycroft. But until we do, he won't accept that we're better than him. So really, this isn't about Sherlock needing to prove anything to anyone, or even himself. This is about showing Mycroft that we're better than him, we're smarter. That's all it is. It's not an ego thing. It's about making sure that the correct order of the universe is respected, you know, and all is in its place. Including him, which is below us. So, you know, that's all this is. But I'm not entirely sure what we're looking for. Like, are we... What is that? Oh, that's really bad. No, that's kind of like moon phases, right? I'm just wondering if it's going to be like a graffiti tag, or is it going to be carved in the wall, or what? What are we looking for? Having pasta and veggies. Ooh, secret dark soy sauce. Heat, lots of garlic. Sounds good. Garlic and soy, can't go wrong. Oh boy, well, nothing's really jumping out at me. And if I have to walk around in this mode for it to actually show up, I'm going to be so annoyed. Because this is really slow and boring. It's a very slow and boring, like, way to get around the city. Yeah. Because you've got to look at everything, like, go round every object and meticulously... Why can't I get through there? Come on, game. Meticulously stare at things. Oh boy. It could even be in the floor for all I know. It could be on a wall, or it could be in the floor, it could be inside an object. It'd make more sense for it to be in the floor, though. Could be in a scenery glitch. You know, that become more apparent when we're in this mode. I don't know. Look at the lower corner of your screen. What do you mean? Is there a clue in the edge markings? Oh! Oh, interesting. I see what you mean. You mean as I move around, there's like these little lines that move with it, right? Oh my god, you might be right. It's like a little marker. How have I never noticed that until now? Like, as I look up and down and around, it kind of points to it. Kind of. But then when I look further down, that's kind of weird, actually. The one on the bottom goes way out of direction. But yeah, I never noticed that. Oh my god, yeah. Like, when I'm looking right at it, it's almost in line. The top and bottom ones aren't. Interestingly. But they kind of help a little bit. Dude, thank you. You've got good eyes there. I did not notice that. But yeah, it is obviously very, very faint. So how do I retrieve the coin? Is this it? Oh, it's there. Yes, it's in a little silver coin tube. That's right. Thank you for noticing that. Oh. We did see that symbol. Turkish coffee house, the place to chat with people from different families, learn all the latest news, blah blah blah. Curious enough, there's a certain understanding between the House of the Eagle and the British military. Locals have a fail-safe system in place. Around the coffee house you can see symbols which correlate to 3 phases of the moon, waxing, full and waning. Locals know only a certain pattern that will can use to quickly disappear in the streets of the old city should the need arise. So these are like markings of like, oh, go this way. Follow the natural cycles of the moon. Oh my goodness, starting from its youth. And so repeating until you reach the mark upon the tree. There between the roots you find your coin. Oh my goodness. Oh. Why couldn't he just put the coin here? Why has he got to be so goddamn difficult about it? So, around... we did see on one of the walls over there, look. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all over the place, so... So there's that one there as a full moon. I guess. So that's the start. That's waxing. Right. So a waxing moon. Another waxing moon. And then a full moon down here. And then a waxing moon again. What? I don't quite understand this. There's a waning moon, though. And trees? Hello? The beautiful people MM? What? Alright, I'm a little lost. I'm not entirely sure I know what I need to do with this particular part of the puzzle. I don't know if that's part of it or not. Let's go back up and have another look around. Let's start at the cafe, just see what we can see, and maybe we're supposed to go from there. Because I just kind of blundered along until I was like, oh look, this is here and that is there. So from, I guess, here, where we found the coin. See, there's three symbols. They're all identical. But we've got to find the one where the full moon is slightly lower. Because they're not that way, look. We were supposed to start with a waxing moon. Well, that's a full moon there, so that's probably not the way to go, right? Like, leaving the square. Like, there's a waxing moon there and there. So do they also mean, like, through here? And there's a full moon there. But then there's a waxing moon there. So that's not the right order either. So the full moon and then a waning moon there. Right. So is it through here? And it's a full moon again. So no. Let's read the actual thing again. Locals all know a certain pattern they can use to quickly disappear. Follow the natural cycle of the moon, starting from its youth, so repeating until you reach the mark upon the tree. So I'm only looking for waxing, 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 and just following waxing moon after waxing moon. That's what it's telling me to do. I'm doing this wrong. Wait. Oh god, I'm getting further away from the coffee house. I know where I'm going. That's what we need to do. We need to actually follow the waxing moons constantly. Until we find a tree. So we know there's a waxing moon there. Wasn't there another one, though, as well, that we should follow, perhaps? Is it over here? There was one we followed originally that led us to the wrong place. Where was that at? That's the full moon, so we don't go that way. Let's just try this way again. So we've got a waxing moon. We've got another waxing moon through here. And another one through here. That's a full moon. It's not this tree. And I don't think it'll be this way, right? Huh. This is a really silly system. And that, folks, is why GPS was invented. Yes, exactly. That's waning anyway, so that's not the right way. There is a waxing moon over there, but I would imagine you're supposed to follow it, like, unbroken. This is not a great way to try to avoid getting arrested. You know, like... Directions generally are just better if they're just like, go this way, then there, then there. Not, you know, oh, follow the symbols, you know? Yeah. But what if I follow a symbol and it takes me to the wrong one like that? I have to run back. Oh, police catch me. Kind of silly, you know? Like, not very smart at all. Well, there's another one. Down here, right. But then we come to a full moon. So again, if I follow what the thing is telling me, and then waning, this is obviously wrong. But there is a tree over here with a padlock on, which is kind of strange. Right? Isn't that weird? And now I've got Marilyn Manson in my head from that. Beautiful people, MM. Beautiful people, the beautiful people. Yep. Okay. I'm sure there was at least one more somewhere that I followed. Like, the instructions are very unclear here. They're very unclear. There's no symbols at all in this direction. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing too many of these coin ones, because these are just really eating my time. I want to get this one, but then that's it, I think. I'm done with this particular silly side quest. Because, yeah, it's very obtuse. I mean, I love a good riddle, but Jesus, it needs to make some kind of sense after a while. Follow the natural cycle of the moon, starting from its youth and so repeating until you reach the mark upon the tree. There, between the roots, you'll find your coin. Well... Again, it's either they want me to follow, you know, waxing, full, waning, or they want me just to follow waxing, waxing, waxing. Like, what do you want from me, game? But this is, you know, waxing moon, full moon, and waning moon. So it could be this. The fact that it says and so repeating, though, means maybe I need to keep following. Waxing, full. That's waxing again. That makes... See what... Ah! Oh, no, no, no. There's waning. No, that's waxing. What the... Fuck. Jesus. So what do I do when I see, like, the like, the one that doesn't fit? Because we found waxing and full, but not waning. So that doesn't work. This does not work at all. And then we're going to go back to the beginning and start again. Alright, let's start again. And, you know, do I start where these big ones are? Do I start there? Or do I start elsewhere? Like, where's the starting point? How to bring down a secret society, find their code and write it randomly across the city. Yes. Take chalk and correct it. Yes. They'd be like, oh my god, this doesn't... Somebody probably did that. They were like, hey, let's mess with this, you know, and... That's why I'm struggling with it. It's the only possible reason, let's be honest. Alright, well... Let's start at this one instead. So we got waxing moon. We got a full moon. I guess this is a route that the locals have to memorize ahead of time. If you didn't know it beforehand, you're screwed. But then we get again. Waxing moon. But then there's a waning moon that way. So am I supposed to go this way? I guess. Then we got another waxing moon. So am I supposed to go up there? And through here. Looking for a full moon. There's a full moon. And a waning moon. Right, but we came this way before. I swear to god, if this is one of those, the game doesn't do it unless you actually follow the route and you couldn't just walk up to it by accident type of things, I'm going to be a little annoyed. It's like, who's watching me, you know, to make it work? So again, when we're back here, waxing, full. I've already been here though. And waning, yep. And we did this before, waxing. Did we not? Full moon? Means I've got to go this way. And there's waning down there. There's nothing that way, okay. We got a waxing moon again. Okay, so we go through here. Oh! Okay! Ta-da! Okay, so that's what we were meant to do. Follow it in order multiple times.
A yellow boy or guinea. This coin was minted from the gold mined on the Guinea coast of Africa. It's considered a more gentlemanly currency than the pound.
Jeez, right?
Huh, rarity. I don't remember how this coin got into the collection. It must have been a late addition by Mycroft.
Wait, so Mycroft hid one of his own coins? What a doofus. What an absolute doofus. He's like, yeah, that'll show you, Holmes. That'll show you. Haha. And you're like, dude, that was one of yours. You literally hid one of your own coins. Dumbass. To try to prove something to me. Oy. Feel all silky smooth from the waxing, right? Okay, I think I'm ready for the main case now. So we're looking for an address. We need to find this artist, Boniface Mercurio, who lives in Old City, but we don't know where, but he is a prominent person. Now, the best way to find that, I guess, would be to go to City Hall and look up, like, citizens registry type stuff. Seeing as, you know, in these days they didn't have phone books. So, you know. You couldn't Google somebody back then. There's the Cordona City Hall. Alright, well we got there in the end. We made it, guys. We proved that we are smarter than Mycroft because we found one of his coins that he stupidly hid to try to challenge us. And it's like, dude, what was the point of that nonsense, you know? What exactly are you trying to prove? Which way was the archive? Was it this side? Deputy Chief Archivist. So, yes. There it is. Okay, bro. Let's see. We need... They are citizens. With a name like Boniface Mercurio, we can probably assume that he is not a hospitaller. Hospitalier, rather. He's not British, and he's definitely not Ottoman. He must be Venetian. But what we're looking for... we want Old City, because we know he lives there. And he's Venetian, right? That didn't work. Okay, what do we want? Occupation? No. Legal documents? No. Oh. Maybe this is the wrong one. Maybe we don't have citizen at all. Venetian. Actually, no, because that's... I've just realized what the dates are. 1300s to 1400s. No. Unless this guy's a vampire. So it's got to be that. Occupation, we know he's an artist. So we're looking for an artist. We're looking for an artist in the old city. Maybe we don't use that. Nope. Okay. It's got to be the period then. No? Lives in the old city, doesn't know exactly where, mentions he is a prominent person. Well, there's nothing in subject that makes me think prominent person. But I would think that we need to search for occupation, because that's the artist, right? And we've got old city, that's correct. He's not an official, well... An official might be considered a prominent... When he says he's a prominent person, does he just mean that he's famous, or is he actually part of the city structure? Because officials to me means people who work at City Hall and things like that, police officers and, you know, that kind of thing. Taxmen and, you know, land registry people. So what would he come under? Maybe it's under legal documents, citizen? No, I think we already checked that, didn't we? Yeah. We're going to come back to a whole load of entries by John in his bloody diary. Like, he's not figuring it out. That's weird. Yes, it is weird, John. What of it? I doubt very much marriage and death. I mean, we know the guy's alive. We want to go speak to him. That's kind of the point. I am unhungry. Excellent. Then the objective achieved, eating food, equals unhungry. God.